Just do shit. Not long after Power launched, I was at a party at Jamie Foxx's house in LA. At one point, I was telling Jamie and a bunch of guys on his team a version of the same story I just shared with you. How I went to stars with a vision, didn't get caught up on how much I was getting paid, and used that financial flexibility to fully execute my vision. You see that? You see how 50 just did that? Jamie told his friends while I was done. He just be doing shit. We gotta stop asking and just start doing shit too. Let's go. Jamie was just trying to motivate his team. In reality, he makes as many things happen as anyone. But in that moment, he managed to capture one of my fundamental principles in creating success. Just do shit. It seems like an obvious enough approach, but we spend a lot of time just waiting for permission to do shit instead of just making it happen. We fall into the trap of thinking the so-called gatekeepers, a boss, an executive, an agent, a critic, have to unlock that door ahead of us, when more often than not, it's really wide open, just waiting for us to walk through. One of the best ways to bypass those gatekeepers is to go directly to the people with your idea. The more time I've spent with corporate executives, the more I've noticed how clueless they are about how to connect with the public. They'll form focus groups, commission studies, hire influencers, everything but go directly to the people. My strategy has always been the opposite. I always try to connect with people on the most basic level. Take my involvement in the spirits industry. When I first got involved with Effin' Vodka back in 2015, the conventional wisdom said that the best way to sell vodka was to make it appear aspirational. Premium liquor had to represent a lifestyle that was slightly out of reach. That might have been what the marketing departments thought would work, but that's not how I was going to approach things. I decided the best way for Effin to increase its market share was for me to literally be within reach of my fans. The way I would do it was by hosting as many promotional events as possible. When I first got into the music business, meet and greets were an incredibly effective way to sell CDs. If I did an event at Tower Records, Best Buy, or Virgin Megastore, there would be lines out the door and around the corner. People wanted to shake my hand and get a picture, to have a connection with me, even if it only lasted 5 seconds. Then MP3s replaced CDs, and there wasn't anything to sell in person anymore. Meet and greets largely went out of style. I could understand the music business moving away from them, but why couldn't they be relevant for spirits? CD sales dried up, but last I checked, no one had figured out how to stream a bottle of vodka. I didn't see any reason why meet and greets couldn't be extremely effective to sell liquor. That desire for a connection was still there. To test my theory, I decided to do a series of meet and greets in liquor stores around the country. Specifically, I focused on smaller cities, places like Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, and Jacksonville, where I knew my presence would be a big deal. The meet and greets were extremely successful. People would hear I was going to be in a liquor store in that town, and they'd line up just like they used to for CDs. Even better, when people waited and lined up for CDs, they usually bought just one. But if you wait for 2 hours to see me at a liquor store, you're probably not going to just buy one bottle. Instead, you might say, I'm going to get one bottle for tonight, but I might as well get another couple bottles because Christmas is coming, and a lot of people are going to be over. Just like that, I've sold 3 bottles to one person, and the line is around the corner. My in-store appearances were so successful that Puffy tried to copy them by having one in the Bronx with French Montana for Ciroc. It didn't work for him, though. The problem was that French is always in the Bronx. You might see him pull up to the liquor mart on a regular day, so why wait in line to see him? What Puffy should have done was follow my lead and hold the event in a smaller market. Then he would have sold some bottles. In addition to meet and greets, I use social media to connect with the public. If someone posted a picture of themselves on IG holding a bottle of Effin', I might repost it to my page. That person would see their followers increase dramatically, and they'd become loyal to the brand. Other people would see what was happening and be encouraged to post their own picture with Effin' bottles. I was training my fan base to see the incentive in supporting Effin'. It became a cool thing to do. I had created an online movement without spending a single marketing dollar.